Y'all, it's literally taking me 10 minutes to start this daggone video because I'm so daggone hyper that I had to get some of this daggone energy out. Two things. Excuse the noise from outside because they are working in the lawn, and excuse the barking because my dog's supposed to be drying, but she can't be running around wet on everything. So with that being said, it's your girl Vanessa Lou. How you? If you new, welcome back. Just kidding. If you new, welcome. And if you returning, welcome back. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna make this real short, okay, because I got a lot of energy that I need to burn off, and it's early in the morning. So let's get to it. I have realized, on a serious note, I have realized that I am not the person, the best person for a person to repeatedly trauma dump information on, or come to for their problems. And not because I can't help you with your problems or your trauma issues or whatever the case is, but I draw the line where we have the conversation 3 too many times, okay? So if this week you had the problem, and then next week you have the problem, and then the following week you have a problem, and at each of these conversation meetings we have discussed possible solutions, and you have not executed not a 1, not a 2, not a 3, okay? But we still having a conversation, then I have a problem, and I don't want to hear it's easier said than done, okay? Because if you just want somebody just to listen to you all the time or something like that, I'm not the one, because I don't have that mental capacity. Because in my mind, if there's a problem, we analyze for solutions so we can get rid of it and make space for whatever is to come next, okay? Because once you start harboring everything, you know, you become the bag lady, the bag man, you know, you're just dragging all your worries and traumas along the way. And I say this because I speak it from experience. I was also that person, okay? Just dropping it all. Here you go, like it's a laundry service, okay? Can you fluff and fold my problems and then give them back to me so I can go and put them away? But people not picking up they're not picking up their trauma laundry, okay? And it's just sitting there. And I done already, you know, fluffed and fold them, and I'm ready to return, and they not getting it. You know what I mean? So I realized that I'm not the person that you wanna tell, because after a while I'm gonna take, you know, the soft, loving hat off, and then I'm gonna like, what's up? Get in your stuff. Because what are we doing? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you wasting my time? Okay? Now that's rude. Don't be rude, especially if you want me around to help you out. Okay? I'm all for the help. Just don't play with me in the process of the help. You know what I mean? And if you're not ready, come back, see me later. We'll be open later. Okay? But we're not here if you don't have no intentions to pick up your stuff, honey. Okay? Sweet pea? You gotta get your things figured out. You know? You gotta organize your situations, and you have to recognize the problem. You have to not be scared to go down that fear rabbit hole that leads you to the source, so that way you can eliminate the source. Okay? Now I know I'm mad dramatic, animated and stuff, but it's to drive the point that when you're unpacking your traumas or ongoing problems, you know, you have to understand that what you're doing currently either led you to that issue or it's not resolving it. And I'm more of an action person. I haven't always been that person. I can't say that enough. The only reason why I'm able to say these things is because I've done it myself and I went through it. And then once I got over that hurdle of looking fear in the face, it wasn't so bad. It was a little rough, but I got through it. And now I can sit here and tell you to get your tail up and work. Unsolve the mystery of your pain and your trauma. You know? And it is a process. It's a trial and error. But try a little harder. That's all I'm saying. Just a little. Oh, girl, honey, I thought I wasn't recording. I was about to. But yeah, and I don't know if people that I talk to that give me their problems or their traumas, and I listen to it open-heartedly. You know, I understand where you're coming from. It's even if I don't, I try to. And I try to, if there's other people involved, I try to understand from your perspective. Obviously, if I'm not talking to the other party, then I don't know their perspective. So I'm just still kind of going off of your perspective. Or even if there's no other people involved and it's just an issue that you dealt with since childhood, since last year's hood, since whatever hood, okay? I like to be that open arm for that person. Again, I can't solve everybody's problem. And I'm gonna let you know right then and there, honey, I don't have no solutions. I don't know what to tell you because this is new information, okay? But what I know for certain is the way you've been going about it clearly doesn't work. So do whatever the opposite of that is. Do the opposite, okay? Because the opposite may be the solution. It may be just as simple as that, okay? And if you can't do that, then I need to be out of this situation ASAP, okay? Because that doesn't work for me. Because now I'm going to be worried about whatever it is that you have going on. Now I'm going to be thinking constantly, how, when, what do we need to do? Look, that it was never a me thing. It was a you thing. You know what I mean? And I don't realize that people, I don't think that people realize, either they do realize that they have caused some kind of commotion in other people's lives trying to solve your problem, or they don't care that they have because they feel like now they're not alone. But that's fine not to be alone with your problems. Just help me help you, okay? That's all I be at. Help me help you. Like let's keep the ball rolling in a positive manner. Cause sometimes I feel like we go forward and then we just roll all the way back. Okay, I want to roll forward. You know, I like progression. You know, movements. We go somewhere that we haven't already been. You know, but yeah, like that's really all I had to say. Because I just really be wondering, like, what do people think? I know when I was in the position of trauma dumping, at some point, I got tired of either hearing no solutions being given that made any sense, or the fact that it turned into us comparing notes of our problems. Like, oh yeah, well, I got this problem too, my foot, and you know, and my mama and my daddy, and like now we just over here comparing tit for tat and who got the worst whatever. And I'm just like, that's not helping us. We have yet to come to a conclusion of how to master this situation. We just in here seeing who got the worst experience in life. It's like, no. So anytime there's an issue, I give myself 3 days. 3 days. You grieve over it. You you plot, you know, you shake it off and you execute. Okay, that's how I go about issues and traumas in my life. And there's some cases where you might need a little bit more than 3 days. However, that just means you just get a little extra day for each one, and you move accordingly. And if it's something that you cannot fix at the moment, you don't wear everybody else about what it is or what's happening. You know what I mean? Unless they are giving some kind of solutions. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Give yourself a X amount of time to process what's going on around you. All this dwelling on it and woe is me and cry me a river and I can't, I won't, it didn't, it shouldn't, it wouldn't. That gotta go. Okay? It gotta go. My gosh, how can I say that enough? It has to go. Okay? So, yeah, like, and it might come off a little harsh, maybe not. I have like a tough love approach to things. It's like, take the experience, learn the lesson, pass the test so you can move on to the next part of your life. Like, you sitting here holding on to something, you don't know how much that is holding you back from where you could and should be, and or will be. Hell, because you might be just delaying something. But anyway, that's kind of starting to veer off into a whole nother direction that we're going to talk about in another video, okay? But please stop wearing your friends and your family out if you don't have no intentions on fixing the problem or making any changes, adjustments to whatever it is that you're doing that got you there in the solution, okay? It's rude. Don't be rude, okay? Anyway, I'm about to zip out, okay? Say hello, don't be rude, leave a little message in the chat, stop flirting with me. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye.